losing this last 15 pounds, really building muscle, feeling strong in my body, why that's so important to me. And the number one reason is I need the energy. I need the energy. So I'm almost 42. I'll be 42 in June. We're like in the middle of March right now. I have a 3-year-old. We do want to try and have another baby. So going to be an extra old mom here. I need the energy to keep up with these kids. I need the energy to continue doing the work that I love, which is showing up, doing these YouTube videos and coaching women. And without energy, we just kind of feel like blah and sluggish, right? Throughout the day. And we just like are waiting to, we're just like trying to get through the day. And that's not the life that I want to have. And that's the life I see a lot of women and mothers in. And I think a lot of it could be because they're not prioritizing themselves. They're not taking care of themselves in the way that they deserve to take care of themselves. So anyway, I'm rambling here, but I want you to ask yourself, if you clicked on this video and you're still watching it, like there's probably a deeper reason on why getting, in really good shape and eating, healthy, like properly to really feel why this is important to you, right? Okay, so anyway, what I'm doing to really accomplish my goals, my health and my fitness goals and my weight management goals. First off, I think this is important to share with you. I actually have a personal trainer because I tried watching all these YouTube videos, doing all these workouts, tried doing my own workouts. I even watched all these YouTube videos on, how to like eat healthy and to lose a little bit of weight and to gain muscle and, watch all the food they make. And I'm like, this isn't helpful. It's just me wasting my time on the phone, watching all these videos, looking at this beautiful food that they're eating in the best shape of their life. But it's like this, I need to actually know how to do it. So one, to really get in my best shape, I'm kind of backtracking on nutrition, but I'll just reiterate this from the last video. I knew I needed a personal trainer. I knew that I just known throughout the years and just again, personal experience. When you get older, especially women, when you get older and in your 40s, we lose muscle so daggone quickly. And when we lose muscle, that's not going to be good for energy. It's not going to be good for body composition, looking good, and just feeling strong. And I think for me, at least, feeling strong really helps me to feel confident and safe in my body. And that's so important to me because I've had sexual assault in the past. So when I'm walking out, in the world, and if I'm traveling by myself or if I'm doing things by myself or with my child or just whenever, wherever, I need to feel safe in my body. And I need to, and I want to feel strong. Like I can defend myself if I need to. And I also just don't want to deteriorate and get weak as I get older. So that's why I invested in personal training again. I work out from my home. I have a personal trainer who designs my workouts. He and she, they switch it up every 30 days. There's an app that they have, and it's like I press a button and I have dumbbell weights from 5 pounds to 30 pounds, and I use my body for body. That's all I do. So I work out from the comfort of my own home. So I'm able to save a little bit of money instead of going in and having that one-to-one session with the personal trainer. And there's not that much barrier or resistance from me leaving my house to get into the gym. All I'm doing is putting on my boxers, or I'm even in my underwear sometimes and in my sports bra, and I'm working out in the playroom / workout studio with those weights, with those free weights, and then just body weight workouts. That's it. And then I'm walking about 3 miles a day. That's my goal in my neighborhood. That's it. But I need someone to design these workouts, and I need that accountability to just track the workouts, track the progress, and have them check in with me or me check in with them if I have a question or if I need to change something, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I've been doing this for months. It'll actually be, I think a year next month that I've had this personal trainer. Went back in the studio for a bit, but I really been working out at home, I think for 9 months or 10 months in the basement. Anyway, been going great. I feel strong. I have a lot more energy. but I gained weight. I'm like, what the? Oh, no, 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 no. So as I was lifting weights, getting stronger, building more muscle, walking a lot, I was getting hungrier and I wasn't paying attention. Now I'm getting to Megan, like your comment, like, okay, yeah, what do you do for nutrition? It took me a minute to get there, but now I'm getting there. But I'm like, okay, I've gained weight. This isn't the plan. This isn't what I want. But I never, because I didn't stand on the scale for a good long time because I felt really good in my body, which is amazing. But I also now, as I'm progressing with, my fitness and feeling energized in my strength, now I'm like, okay, I really want to like look good in my swimsuits, right? This summer. And I just want to look good as I'm aging and getting older. So I realized that, okay, I actually want to trim this last, 15 pounds of fat. So it's really getting a little bit more lean and more cut. And now I know I can do that because, I'm not afraid to work out. I know how to do it. I have someone who does that for me. And I just understand the science behind strength training and walking and being consistent with that. But what I didn't realize in your 40s specifically, how important for women, I mean, for everybody, but I'm just talking like, woman to woman here, you're getting older, how important eating a lot of protein is, like a lot. So my trainer who designs my workouts, and she also kind of like runs that studio, but she's like the nutritionist there too. So she's 5'2", German. And I had a call with her a couple weeks ago, and she was like, how much protein do you think you're getting in? I'm like, I don't know, like a lot, like 50, 60 grams. She said, so I'm 5'2" and 60 grams of protein. She's like, that's cute. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So obviously this isn't enough. And I'm 5'7". She's like, you really want to shoot for 100 grams of protein. And she said, you know why? I said, well, why? Because sell me on this, because that seems like a lot. And I don't know how that's going to work for me. She said, because the more protein you eat, if you can get to 100 grams at least, you're going to be fuller for longer and you're not going to be hungry. She's like, you've been hungry a lot and you're eating a lot, like you're working out, which is great. You feel stronger, you're walking a lot, but you're hungry. And it's because you're not getting that protein to really, repair your muscle and to really keep you full for longer periods of time. And I'm like, aha. Because we all hear about this protein thing, right? Like protein, protein, protein. I had a friend of mine tell me, she's like, what's all this protein stuff? Like, I'm not going to do this protein stuff. And then I'm like, I know, yeah, this protein stuff, like, what am I, like an animal? I'm not just going to sit there and eat this big Renaissance, drumstick. Like, I'm not going to do that. But it's very important, especially as we're aging and getting older, is to have a lot of protein. She said, I want you to aim for 100 grams of protein. And then like, we're going to check in a couple of weeks. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do this? Because I don't want to just sit at my table and eat, steaks 5 times a day. She's like, no, you got to find, she said, make this simple. And there's little ways to do this. She did ask me, she said, are you opposed to protein powder? I said, actually, no, I'm not. I was like, I used to be, but now I'm realizing that's an easy way to get like 20 grams of protein in is from like a chocolate protein shake. And I use Orgain. It's like $15. And it's really good. And I just mix it with water, but that's just like for like a snack. How I get 35 grams of protein in the morning in my breakfast is my oatmeal. I will mix in non-fat Greek yogurt because there's like 18 grams of protein in that. Again, do the measurements, look up the nutrition facts, do a ChatGPT, run about. But oatmeal, non-fat Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon, I do measure that out, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter because that can get tricky if you're not measuring that out. And then I do 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder. Anyway, that's like 35, maybe 40 grams of protein right there in the morning. And that's what I would used to eat in a day. But, if you like realize if you can just spruce up like a morning oatmeal with berries, if you could spruce it up with a little bit of non-fat Greek yogurt, maybe put a scoop of chocolate protein powder in there. That is really going to help you get that protein in first thing in the morning to where you're not going to be hungry again until noon. I eat breakfast at 8. I'm just now getting hungry. I mean, it's been 4 hours. I'm actually really hungry. I need to wrap up this video and go eat. But that has been a game changer for me, because here's the thing. I'll give you another nutrition idea here in a second, but here's the thing. There is being hungry in light, like being hungry, like really like doing a calorie deficit, but to where you're starving, you're hungry. Like that ain't a good way to live life. I mean, I've done that. I've counted calories. I've done the calorie deficit. I've lost the weight, but I'm like, this is just not sustainable. And I've just, made a vow to myself, like, I don't want to be hungry ever. And the key to that is high protein, high protein. Okay. So Megan, I hope that this is helpful, my love. One of my hacks that I've been using is more non-fat Greek yogurt, probably like twice a day, also maybe 3 times a day, but at least twice a day, because there's 18 grams in a serving of non-fat Greek yogurt. Okay. And you can put that in like a smoothie, like the oatmeal bowl. A thing I did last night, and again, I want my family to be able to eat, what I'm making too. But I put in, when I was making oatmeal blueberry muffins, and I put in Greek yogurt, the non-fat Greek yogurt, because I wanted protein. And then I did a little portion for me to where I did 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder, and it's freaking delicious. So it's just like these little hacks on where can you fit in this protein, right? I eat meat. I love chicken, but I need like different season types of chickens. Like I did chicken cheese quesadilla the other day. I'll do chicken and veggies a lot. I did chicken on pasta the other day. So like, and then if you're okay with just having like while you're on the run, like I'm on the run often, I'm totally fine with a protein shake. You could do in any type of milk, but I like it in water. It's great to me. Again, Orgain chocolate protein powder. Anyway, it's been, I would have to say, not a big deal for me getting 100 grams of protein the past couple of weeks every single day. I have to think about it a little bit. I have, my trainer, my coach, she's a nutritionist. I needed to have a call with her, talk to her for about 45 minutes. How am I going to make this work? What does this look like? Someone who was not a protein expert on how to do this, give me some practical, busy mom ways to do this and to where my family will like it too. So I don't want to go on too long about this, but let me know, like, was this helpful, Megan? Because you wanted to hear about this. And also, to, you watching, to where you're like, yeah, I want to feel fit. I want to feel strong. I know I'm getting older. I really want to look good. Like, was this helpful? Like what I talked about here today. And I just want to go back to wrap up this video here. Here's what I truly believe. I've seen it in myself. I've seen it in my clients, and I just see it like in people like that I run into, just, like that I encounter anywhere, here, wherever I go my day to day. I feel like people that you could tell that they take care of themselves. They're more kind. They're more social. They just seem like they have more of a glow, like they're happy, and they just seem more confident, And I just noticed that in myself. Whenever I am not working out or eating healthy, or really just taking care of myself, getting enough rest or having some alone time, I tend to be more gossipy. I tend to be more like, like doom and gloom, like fear, and let media get to my head. I tend to be more judgy, definitely more snappy, just not happy, And it's when I don't take care of myself, I get in these moods. So when I take better care of myself, seen this in the past, and especially now since I'm on this journey, I'm not really focused on the negative. I'm not really focused on what somebody else is doing with their life, I think they should be doing this, but they're doing this. Like, I'm no longer harping on, why are they doing it this way? They should be doing it this way. What are they not? Are they not thinking? Like, I'm just not focused on, trying to control or judge how other people do life when I am taking care of myself and feeling my best. I'm just more nice. I'm more creative, more patient, and more like just really future tripping in a really good way of like all the possibilities of like, I had this goal here, I had this thought here, and then I actually get to work, like take the action to make these little progress baby steps on this goal that I have, to where the deadline might not even be until a year from now, but I'm just enjoying that day-to-day process. And it's because I feel good in my body. So this isn't just about aesthetics. This is about literally feeling good inside. And when we feel good inside, or like on the outside, we show up better and we see life better. So was this helpful? Let me know if this is something that you need to hear today. I would love to know. Please share in the comments. And if you're like, yeah, no, that's okay. Maybe you'll like another video. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you today. Megan, I hope that this was helpful, my love. And also, I mean, this is the women's work that I do as a life and confidence coach for women. If you are a woman to where you're like, okay, I have some goals. I have these habits that I know aren't good and that they're holding me back. And I want to, get to, like maybe you're here, but you want to get to here, right? And you're like, okay, I know that I'm in my own way. I know that I am like not seeing, like I'm blocked here, right? I got some blinders on. I'm not seeing what needs to change or what I need to do. This is what I help my clients with, okay, in my coaching. I'm also very like, just lately, I want to help moms. You don't have to be in your 40s, but if you're a mom and you have young kids and you're like, all right, I'm tired of feeling like, like you really want to start prioritizing yourself, and you're kind of like, you have your head above water, right? You don't have a newborn anymore. You're like, have a toddler, and you're like, look, I want to start prioritizing my health. I want to like get some good boundaries in place. I want to stop this people pleasing. I know that I need to change these relationships here. I really want to start working towards, this goal, this thing. I would love to help you. I strongly encourage you. Check out my website, learn more about my background, the years of work I've done. There's a bunch of testimonials on my website too. It's below in the description. It's just my name. It's nikkimcmillan.com. And if what you're reading is speaking to you, it's like, dinging, it's resonating, book in a free clarity call with me. Let's have a conversation, talk more about where you're at, what you want to work on, where you want to get to, and what that timeline looks like, and really what's going to be required of you to, shift around and reorganize, reprioritize in your life to start what I call becoming this confident woman unleash and confident mother unleash. So you can learn more about that on my website. Again, it's below in the description. And yeah, that's it. Long video today. Thank you for watching and sticking with me. And again, if this was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Please share any comments that you have if you wanted me to like elaborate on something, or if you have a specific question. Definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel, my channel, if you want to keep hearing from me a few times a week, because I'm going to like start posting videos just like very casual, nonchalant like this, 2 to 3 times a week, because it's fun and it feels good, just like being myself, not trying to put on this whole, production. All right. Thank you. I really appreciate your time today. I really do hope this was helpful and encouraging and inspiring. And I would love to, hear your feedback if you have any in the comments below. All right. See you again in another video soon. Bye for now.